And then well, my father first, after 17 months, was taken away. We were told the men were taken to Hamburg to rebuild the city because it had been bombed by the English. And of course it wasn't true. He was taken to Auschwitz, that I found out later, and from Auschwitz to Dachau, Kaufering, and that was a satellite camp adjoining Dachau. And he was killed December 24th, 1944.
In October 1944, Giselle's mother was sent away on a transport. After convincing a Jewish leader of the ghetto to switch places with another girl whose mother was still in the camp, Giselle went with her mother.
So did you know you were going to Auschwitz?
No.
You had no idea?
No
where you were
idea.
going.
They
You just
told
wanted
us
to be...
we would join the men in Hamburg.
Oh, really?
So I was
Completely
looking forward to see my father until I was settled in the train and looked around and saw on the wall, arrived in Auschwitz, somebody had written, arrived in Auschwitz, and the date when they arrived in Auschwitz, and I knew that was the transport before us.
Conditions on the train to Auschwitz were incredibly horrible. They were put into what were essentially cattle cars with no windows or toilets. They rode for 2 nights and a day with nothing to eat or drink. Giselle was 16.
When we arrived, we could see through a little window Auschwitz-Birkenau, and next to it Arbeit macht frei, which means work makes you free.
What were your first recollection when you got off the train?
Mayhem. Just plain mayhem. The doors were open, all of a sudden you sit in the dark for so long. There was light and people were screaming, out, raus, raus. And I knew my mother couldn't, she had been taken into the train on a stretcher, and there was no stretcher, of course, available, and I helped her. Somehow she walked out of the train holding on to me. We were not allowed to touch any of our belongings. They screamed. And when we came out, there were mothers holding their children. They pulled the children from them. And of course, the kids were screaming, the mothers were screaming. It was an unbelievable experience.
I can imagine.
And I was trying, there was a doctor standing there. I have a suspicion it was Mengele. I don't know for sure. I was told to go right, my mother was told to go left. So of course I tried to go with her. Somebody pulled me one of the capos. Those were our people that were made to do these things. Somebody actually came over to me. You tell them you are 16, you tell them you are 17. And when I heard that, I figured, aha, if I say I'm younger, then they let me go with my mother. So I said I was 15 when they asked me, but didn't help me. Yeah. I still wasn't going, but when there was some kind of a pause and I thought they weren't looking, I again tried to go over to the other side, and again I was, this time I was really beaten, made to go the other side, and that was the last time I saw my mother.
You didn't